Triple X Root Beer is serious business. From the early days of its inception to the loyal soft drink lovers who keep coming back for more. A Triple X Root Beer isn't just any root beer. There's a flavorful history surrounding this product. In the 1920s, close to 100 Triple X thirst stations dotted the landscape throughout the United States and Canada. With over 150 bottlers producing the frothy product, it wasn't just road warriors consuming Triple X Root Beer. You would have also found the soft drink for sale on Mississippi steamers. Wondering where the Triple X moniker came from? It all boils down to distinguishing a product's excellence. A grading system, if you will. Back in the day, sugar, gunpowder, and even kegs of beer were stamped with a certain number of X's related to the quality or grade of the product. 1 X on the package symbolized it was good. 2 X's meant it was even better. 3 X's was tops, the best of the best. History tells us you can't get any better than Triple X Root Beer. And speaking of beer, Triple X Root Beer has its roots, pardon the pun, in the brewing industry and can be traced all the way back to Anheuser-Busch. When Prohibition came to Texas in 1916, the company reorganized its soft drink production in their Galveston breweries to keep their doors from closing. Pretty savvy, right? Today, the last iconic Triple X remains in West Lafayette, Indiana, where it's been on the hill, but on the level, since 1929. The Triple XXX Family Restaurant name change reflected that it was no longer just a thirst station. The diner's tagline, "We were here before your mother was born," isn't just lip service. Ask almost any regular who sits along the winding countertop how long they've been coming in and ordering the breakfast special or Dwayne Purvis, and you'll hear some great stories that span generations. Drive-ins and diners are as quintessential to America as Uncle Sam and apple pie. Tourists, travelers, and townies alike could count on great food at affordable prices. These roadside restaurants boomed after the end of World War II and provided travelers with some of the best burgers, fries, milkshakes, and cold, frosty root beers around. Yet, the difference you'll find when you walk through the doors of Greg and Carrie Erzman's Triple X Family Restaurant is palpable. Once upon a time, you can enjoy a frosty mug and fries from the comfort of your car at the Triple X. After ordering through the intercom, roller skating car hops delivered your tray, then picked it up when you were ready to leave. And although the X no longer employs car hops, diners can still enjoy the open-air experience and eat curbside. In 1969, Greg landed his first job at the Triple X. Not only did Greg wash dishes, he was also given the coveted task of making Triple X Root Beer. Mixing the pure cane sugar recipe by hand, he used a stainless steel paddle, the same paddle the Erzmans still own today. On April 1st, 1999, Carrie and Greg became the new owners of the Black and Orange Eatery on Chauncey Hill. For Greg, this was a lifelong dream fulfilled. A second standalone restaurant, Route 66, or The Six as it's known to locals, opened in 2003, serving the same delicious items as the X, along with an expanded menu, beer, and wine. Located in West Lafayette on Winhenschel Boulevard, Route 66's name came via a friend of the Erzmans. They were looking for a name that reflected the 50s diner era, yet had the vibe of the ultimate road trip. The Mother Road, another name for the famous Route 66 scenic highway, was officially designated in 1926, just a few years before the first Triple X thirst station opened. It's in the spirit of that era that Carrie designed the Route 66 diner. Gleaming hubcaps, license plates, authentic Formica-topped tables, and the horseshoe-shaped counter are just a few of the touches that intrigue first-time guests and keeps regulars coming back for more. In 2008, the Erzmans purchased the Triple X Root Beer brand, rights, and formula. Greg went to great lengths to make sure the recipe was crafted just like the original was all those years ago. He wanted customers to experience the root beer he remembered as a kid, the root beer he crafted as a teenager. Bottled exclusively in Chicago, Triple X Root Beer is stocked by retailers across Indiana and available for purchase at both restaurant locations. It's not just locals who love the Triple X. The Food Network's own Guy Fieri brought his show, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives to West Lafayette, showcasing the restaurant's history, and he took a big bite out of some of the best burgers around. Speaking of the best, the X and the 6 are proud to be listed among the best of the best across this great nation of ours. MSNBC crowned the Triple X Best Diner in the state of Indiana. USA Today added their burger to the 50 Best Burger list, while Thrillist has crowned the Triple X Root Beer as the most iconic soft drink in Indiana, as well as one of the top 50 representing each state in the Union. Just a handful of the many accolades and recognitions that make the Airsmans proud. Better burgers, unbelievable root beer, breakfast to die for. A praiseworthy piece of America's past and present can be found right here at the Triple X. So stop in, sit a spell, and don't forget to grab a pack of Triple X Root Beer on your way out the door.